So, hello everyone, and welcome to this presentation on cinematic narrative techniques in The Great Gatsby. My name is Jay Waghani, and in this video, we will explore adaptation of F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel use powerful storytelling device and cinematic tool to bring Gatsby's world to life. We'll take a closer look at narrative structure, flashback, framing, and sound design, and how each of these enhance both the emotional and visual impact of the film. Before we talk about the Gatsby's life or everything, let's understand what film studies means. Film studies is an academic discipline that deals with the critical, theoretical, and historical analysis of cinema as an art form and a medium of communication. It does not focus on the practical aspects of filmmaking, but rather on understanding how films are made, what they mean, and how they affect audience. It includes the study of film theory and criticism, film history, genres and narrative structures, aesthetic and visual style, national cinemas, the relationship between cinemas and cultural society. Film studies often overlaps with that other disciplines like literature, art, history, philosophy, and gender studies, making it an interdisciplinary field. Now let's look at some important scenes from The Great Gatsby that shows different type of narrative techniques. On the left, you can see I have put two images of narrative techniques. On the left, Nick sitting in the sanatorium write his story. This shows that the film is told from his point of view. Everything we see is a part of his memory and reflection. On right, I have put a image of Daisy and Nick. We see a scene where Gatsby meets Daisy for tea. This is one of the rare scenes shown in real time with no flashback. It follows a linear timeline. This is only scene in the film where there is linear timeline. There is no any past or present jump. Next is a non-linear narrative and a flashback. In this slide, we look at how the Great Gatsby use a non-linear narrative and flashbacks. On the left, we see Nick reflects through the window. Loss is memory. This shows how the film does follow a straight line. It jumps between past and present. On the right, Gatsby and Daisy appear under a large tree. A movement from the past shown through flashback. These techniques help to understand the audience feels Gatsby's emotion and memories more deeply. So I have put here two images. One is non-linear example and another is the flashbacks example. In our next narrative arc, this slide shows the emotional and story journey of Gatsby in four main stages. I have put here as a downfall of Gatsby. First of all, his entry and at the end his death, and between of these two climax and everything. So first, the slide shows the emotional and story journey of Gatsby in four main stages. First, we meet Gatsby at his glamorous party. As we see here, is a entry in this his party, and it was full of mystery and excitement. Then another image is then he reunites with Daisy, the love he has waited for all these years. Uh, the story reaches a turning point at the Plaza Hotel where Gatsby faces storm and truth start to break apart. Uh, and at the end, I put the image of downfall of Gatsby. So Gatsby's dreams ends in tragedy, symbolizing the collapse of American dream. And finally, Gatsby's dream ends in a tragedy as we see him alone in the pool, a powerful ending to his emotional journey. At the end, To sum up, The Great Gatsby uses powerful cinematic technique like non-linear storytelling, flashback, and sound design to make the story more emotional and engaging. The tools help us not just watch Gatsby's journey, but truly feel it. So I hope, guys, you like this video. I and Thank you.